the 4th annual Empowerment Fashion Show, helping to raise awareness around domestic violence. We are super excited to have you here. Due to COVID, we're having this online, but we are going to have so much fun, just like what we do when we're in person.
And if you're not familiar with the fashion show, all of our models are survivors of domestic violence. Rosa and I are very excited to host this year's fashion show virtually for everyone at home right now, as we both know how difficult this is for all the models, the men and the women, to do their walk, to stand in their power, to say no more. This is me, beautiful, and standing in my own power, as we both have done in the past.
As Krista just said, I'm also a survivor model. I participated in the fashion show twice before, and I really know how much it takes to walk through that door, so we are super excited. I'm proud of this model. We want to thank the boutique that is sponsoring all the beautiful clothing that the models are wearing tonight. New Destiny Fashion in Avon, Mass. Listen, folks, if you see something you like or you want to see more styles on, just go visit them at newdestinysfashions.com. We also want to send a huge shout out and thanks to our visual sponsors who are helping to make the show possible, and the organizers of tonight's shows: Craig Martin of Cohasset Insurance and Laverne Gordon of Love Life Now Foundation, who is also a survivor herself.
Now let's introduce our first survivor model,
Shakira!
It was important for me to participate because I wanted to be a part of the experiences that women such as myself have in understanding and seeing an actual visual of what it's like to be on the opposite side of the page of abuse. I wanted women and other survivors to see that there's life after this, and that we can find our voice and also turn it into a positive thing and do something collaborative with Love Life Now that is effortless and timeless for other people to see that we're all in this together.
She was walking down that aisle, the shirt, the glitter, the
know.
glam, the glasses,
Yes.
the leggings, the heels. She rocked it.
She sure did.
And next up, we have Love Life Now's youngest survivor model, Kylie.
Hi, my name is Kylie, and the Love Life Now foundation / motto is really important to me because it has taught me to have a voice and to not be ashamed of what I've been through. It, most importantly, has taught me that I am a survivor, not a victim. This year, doing the fashion show is really important to me because I want young people like me to come out and tell their stories and what happened to them, and to know they are not alone in the situation at all. They have plenty of people that have been through what they've been through, and we all support each other and bring each other up, never bring each other down.
That truly is the youngest model that we have ever had in the 4 years that the Empowerment Fashion Show has been going on. To be so powerful, to stand in a camera and speak your truth. I know, like when I was 17, I didn't even know that I had the courage or even knew of all the resources that we had.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the most important thing that she said was that we need to know that we're not alone. Women, men, doesn't matter how old or young you are, the key word
We're not alone.
The key, we are not alone. And that's something that we both realized at a later time in our life. But how beautiful is it for her as a teenager, as a young woman, to know that she's going to live the rest of her life with this knowledge that she's not alone. You know, beautiful young woman, and I am very proud of her.
So proud of her. A big shout out to Rochelle at New Destiny Fashion in Avon for this amazing look tonight. You can find these looks or more online at newdestinyfashions.com. And let's send a big thank you to all our generous sponsors. Yes, thank you for your commitment to the issue of awareness.
Now we're getting ready to take a quick break so our next set of superstar survivors can take the stage. And in the meantime, you have a chance to get in on the raffle items up for grabs by donating $20 on Love Life Now's website at lovelifenow.org/donate. $20 gets you a chance to win some amazing prizes and to help Love Life Now continue their year-round awareness. Thank you so much to Miriam, the raffle organizer. She does a great job every year, and we are very lucky to have her.
Hi, I'm Anitra with Love is Respect, and we're back with the What's Love Got to Do with It series. We're going to be talking about why everyone should be talking about relationship abuse. And we know it's difficult to talk about. It's a very scary subject, and it goes by different names. You know, there's dating abuse, relationship abuse, intimate partner violence, and domestic violence. We know that it affects everyone. 1 out of 3 girls and 1 out of 7 boys. So even if you haven't experienced dating abuse yourself, more than likely you know someone that has. It's preventable. We all play a role in the mission to end domestic violence. Here are some tips to get involved in the mission to end relationship abuse. Reason number 1, watch the language that you use. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't really understand this topic, so sometimes the language that we use can be very victim-blaming of someone who survived or a victim of domestic violence. Be careful about the things that you say when having these conversations or talking to other people. You just never know who's listening. Reason number 2, relationship abuse intersects with tons of other issues. Abortion, religion, work, healthcare. Someone who's experiencing relationship abuse should have access to adequate healthcare so that they can make decisions that are best for themselves, whether that's reproductive rights or treatment, or even just how to reach out for help. Relationship abuse intersects with gun violence. We know that the majority of perpetrators of gun violence or mass shootings have a history of domestic violence. It intersects with campus issues, sexual assault, rights to Title IX, the rights in education. It could be affecting the way they interact with their friends, the way if they can attend class, they might live with their perpetrator. It all intersects. Reason number 3, we all have to go through and unlearn some of the toxic messages surrounding domestic violence and relationship abuse that we've all learned. The language that we use, the way we talk about it, the way we treat people who survive it, and even the message that we put out in movies, television, social media, things like that. We all have to unlearn some of the possessiveness, natures, or tendencies that people have in relationships. We have to have the conversations about consent. We have to talk about how to deal with rejection and how to deal with breakups and when relationships end. Having these conversations can change the culture, can change the way we talk about it, and can really have an impact on how we're here to support survivors. Get educated about the issue and the people that it affects, or just warning signs, red flags. That way you can help someone else, or you might recognize it in someone that you know. As always, if you like the video, comment, share, provide any feedback, and if you have questions or experiencing something that you need to talk about, you can always reach out to a Love is Respect advocate via our website. You can chat with us, text us, or call.
I have been involved with the Love Life Now fashion show for 4 years, and I was so happy that Laverne and Craig invited me back. It's so important for these men and women to do this fashion show and empower themselves as survivors, and I just really have a great time helping them look and feel great about themselves. So I've watched over the past 4 years as this whole fashion show has grown, and just how these models feel after they leave it all out on the runway is amazing, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of that.
And we want to give a big shout out to our virtual raffle sponsors, Tiffany Nails in Cohasset, with a manicure, and Tiffany Nails in Cohasset for a pedicure.
We also have Darylyn's Gift Shop in Cohasset, Doublemint Home in Hingham, Hingham Lumber Company in Cohasset,
and Lotus Salon. OMG, Krista, isn't that your hair salon?
Yes, it is. I wonder who the lucky winner is going to be.
And K Cans and Bottles in Braintree.
And a big thank you to Stephanie, who's been with us since the beginning. her stylists donate their time. She donates her time to be a big part of our glam team.
And we want to thank all of the glam team for making our models look so beautiful. And the next up is Laurie.
Hi, my name is Lori, and I wanted to participate in the fashion show for domestic violence awareness because I am a survivor. I wanted victims to know that there is a life after abuse, whether you're male, female, young, teenage, in a teenage love. It's just there is life after this.
Wow, did you see Laurie's jacket? That camo jacket was on fire. I would definitely wear that.
Yes, it was. And those leggings, I need to know where I can get myself a pair.
Yes.
And next up, we have Deanna.
My name is Deanna Sharian, and I wanted to be in this fashion show because it's important to me, because I am a survivor of domestic violence. Years ago, I had a gun put to my face, and I was told if I couldn't be with him, no one was going to be with him. I love the life that I live. I'm happy to be here today, and it's a blessing for me to be here. I have a son, and it's important for him to understand that he's not allowed to abuse anyone, and no one's allowed to abuse him. I also have a daughter who needs to learn the same lesson. I'm thankful to be here. I love my life. I need to teach them both to be strong, young, educated, and that abuse is not okay, and they can succeed in the world.
Wow, how beautiful is she?
Beautiful. And I absolutely love that part about her story, about the kids, teaching our kids, our young men, not to be an abuser, and our young ladies to learn that abuse is not okay.
And also, you know, teaching the young men, like she said, that they shouldn't be abused either.
Yes.
You know, this is full circle all around. I have two boys and a girl, and they're taught.
And that's why I love Love Life Now Foundation, because we raises awareness all year long around this topic. And next up is Laverne.
Hi, listen, as many times as we've done this show, it still affects me in the very same way, because every time a survivor decides that they're going to walk in their truth, that is huge. To get to that point, to say that you've been through this, but you're not gonna let it define you, is a big deal. It takes a long time for folks to get to that point. So I always feel a sense of empowerment, which is what this night is about. Not just the clothes that you're gonna see, the great fashions from New Destiny Fashions, but a sense of pride, really, because I know what that feels like as a survivor, to be in that space. So I hope that when each person walks out on that stage, each survivor walks out and struts in their truth, that you feel the very same way that I do. Happy, excited, cheering them on, because that's what it's about. So I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in virtually. This means a whole lot.
Oh my God, I love Laverne's look. Did you see that? Those sleeves were on fire. Purple is my favorite color.
Yeah, it was a nice soft lilac. It was a beautiful dress. Everyone's outfits were amazing. The camouflage top and the leggings, everyone really rocked it.
They sure did.
Domestic violence is a real issue. It's a serious issue that affects many, many people. And I think it's important for the people behind it to have a voice. Having a voice is so important when you survive a situation such as domestic violence. And this is just one way in which people that have survived can have a voice.
Hi everybody, my name is Carla. I was the makeup artist participating today on today's event. It was an absolute honor to participate today. The reason I participated was I wanted to help empower the folks who came up here and who spoke their truth and had so much strength. I had to support these people. It was amazing. Thank you so much for letting me be part of this event.
Welcome back to our 4th annual Empowerment Fashion Show, helping to raise awareness around domestic violence.
We are super excited that you're here, and we hope that you're enjoying the show. Next, we're gonna see the cocktail outfits, and next up is Shakira. Wow, did you see Shakira's dress?
Beautiful.
I love the cape style.
Yes, absolutely. And next up, we have the beautiful Kylie. Wow, that dress fit her beautifully.
Big shout out to Rochelle at New Destiny Fashion in Avon for picking such a beautiful outfit, age appropriate for these models.
Yep, absolutely. She did a great job with that choice.
Amazing. And next up is our first male model, Antonio.
This year, definitely, more than ever, I realized that the conversation isn't happening as much as it should happen as far as more men being involved. And when it comes to surviving men's violence against women, I focus on that a lot. And it goes back to one thing I learned is taste great, less feeling. And that gave men permission to drink light beer. So this show right here will give men permission to be allies to survivors of violence against women. That's why I think it's important to do this show.
Wow, did you see his sass?
Yes, he is full of spice.
Yes, he is.
And he brings up a good point of having, men speak out against this issue that faces us all. Men, women, children, everyone's affected when domestic violence comes into play. And now we're gonna take a break, get up, stretch your legs, grab some snacks, and don't forget to donate your $20 to the raffles. Go right to lovelifenowfoundation.org and let's raise some money, people.
From this day forward, I promise to be part of the solution
in ending violence against women.
À propos de violence, garçon contre fille.
I promise to never commit, condone, or remain silent.
Et tout genre de violence.
Tenta denunciar esse tipo de atitude e comportamento
that contributes to sexual assault and domestic violence.
Too often you hear women leading the charge against domestic violence. Men must know their voices are needed on the issue. Take the White Ribbon Day pledge. Share a ribbon with another male, young or old, and explain the significance. Never excuse, commit, or stay silent about abuse. Become part of the solution.
I will follow your lead.
Tuve 14 hijos, los crié solamente con la coraza en la cabeza, solo trabajando. He sufrido desde que nací, he tenido gran sufrimiento hasta ahora este día. Pero ya ahora ya me siento más desahogada y más feliz porque ya voy a tener lo más necesario en mi casa.
We don't even realize that a fifth of the population does not have clean water. It's heartbreaking, but on the other side, there's hope because it can change. Through Everybody Water, we're offering a solution to choose, instead of plastic, the carton, and also when you buy water, to choose water that gives back. It's a simple idea, but sometimes the simplest ideas are the best ideas.
So we're in La Virtud, Honduras, at the site of the first Project Wolf Fund, which starts up on that ridge as the water source is piped all the way down here towards the village beyond, which is a total of 10 miles.
The people in each community are integral to the projects. They plan the projects, they work with their surrounding communities to access water, and they do the actual construction projects.
Ahora ya se mira bonita la cañada porque ya se mira otro aire, pero antes de hoy daba lástima porque no había escuela, no había kinder, no había nada, pues ya ahora ya todo el lugarcito ya se mira otro ambiente, pues.
Vamos, rápido. Rápido. Vamos. Dele, hoy sí, dele. Ya.
People realize that there's collective power in their purchases.
It's going to take a community of people who believe in this and support this and want to be part of Everybody Water. We hope that you feel as strongly as we do about bringing people their most basic need.
Big shout out to Canessa and Carla for doing the hair and makeup for the Survivor models. They look amazing.
They do. They did a great job. The glam team has such an important role in this fashion show. You know, they're out back with us being, former models ourselves.
They're so supportive.
They are supporting us. They are making us look beautiful. They are making us feel beautiful. And they're a big part of the support we have backstage and pushing us right out.
It's glad to have people in your team that really understands about the issue.
Absolutely. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you. And now we're ready for our evening look. Next up is Lori. Wow, did you guys love the sleeve on that dress? I absolutely love those balloon sleeves.
That was beautiful, absolutely. The color, everything just flowed together. Hair, makeup, dress. She did a great job. And next up, we have Deanna. In that nice flowy dress. Yellow is my favorite color.
It reminds me of summer, but that dress, you can actually dress it up now with a cardigan. That would be great.
And next up, we have our second male model of the night, Corey.
It's important to me because I feel like, especially with men, we're like the lost soldiers. We don't speak up. We bottle everything inside. So I feel like it opens the conversation for other men when I do this. A lot of people come forward and say, I was also a victim, or they tell their story. And that's very important to me, just to tell their story.
Wow, did you see Corey's message? Talk about speaking your truth. It's so important for men to really come out and speak their truth and not have it all bottled in.
Absolutely. Did you see how fierce he was walking on that stage? He ripped the mask right off. He is one superstar model.
I agree. Full of personality.
Absolutely. And now next, we have Laverne.
Yes. I love that color, such a fall color, and I love that statement necklace.
Yeah, it's all about the sleeves this year. Did you notice that? That dress was beautiful.
Awesome.
And now we're gonna go right into our LLN apparel looks.
Let's take a look.
The foundation has been around for 7+ years, and we have tried over the years to continue to raise awareness against domestic violence via various initiatives, via various workshops that we host within the community, speaking engagements, and really and truly the Love Life Now apparel line is an extension of that.
My name is Amy Aldrich. I became involved with Love Life Now after meeting Laverne through online domestic violence support groups, and DV awareness is very important to me because I was in an abusive marriage, physically, emotionally, verbally, and I didn't know that there was support like this that existed. Had I known, I may have left sooner, I may have had the courage sooner, I may have done anything sooner. So if I can help just one person by being involved, then that's worth it to me.
So I'm a survivor of domestic violence. Back in 2015 was the second time that I ended up in the hospital. So Love Life Now to me really means owning your power, being empowered, sharing your love and light with the world, and really just owning being present and really just exuding love all the time. My hope for the goal for the apparel is to, again, raise more awareness, reach families all over the entire world, and really just be able to be a spokesperson, and showing the apparel off and just owning, whether or not you're a survivor or you're in support of this much needed, cause.
My perfect world scenario is to get the awareness out there, people seeing this line and asking questions, and we're able to involve more people in making sure that this act goes away. Slowly but surely, but goes away.
So I met Laverne about 6 years ago. I'm a founder of a foundation as well. She called me up one day and said she heard about me. She wanted to have a table at my event. I asked her what she did, and she didn't know I was a survivor. So a lot of men don't speak up about it, and I spoke up about what I went through a little bit, and we became instant friends. Laverne's contagious. I love the apparel line, and I feel, so when I walk around with this on, the first people that notice it are the voiceless. People that are voiceless, because they're the ones who come over to you and like, what is that? And then I explain to them a little bit about it, and some people open up about it, their experience, and some people back off, but either way, I know what this means to them as well.
So I first got involved with Love Life Now as part of our corporate giving program at work, and I actually was introduced to Laverne through another domestic violence organization down in Plymouth. Once I got to meet some of the survivors and I heard some of the stories, it was one of those things that you couldn't not get more involved and help out with. I've been involved in the empowerment fashion show that we put together the last 2 years, so Laverne asked me to be one of the people who came down to model the apparel, and I hope that by being a man taking a stand against domestic violence and having something to say about domestic violence that I can make a difference. I mean, I look good.
As a survivor for myself, a child witness of the issue and an adult survivor, really and truly being able to wear a line like this is phenomenal in more ways than one. Being able to spread the message of loving life now, not waiting till it's too late, not wondering what could be, but really seizing the moment, whether that it looks like seeking help now, whether that looks like realizing that it was not your fault, whatever it is that happened to you. So I'm just excited about this line and what it means to folks, what it already means to wear it to a lot of folks. It's really endearing, and I'm excited about what the possibilities are.
of the LLN apparel, you can go to lovelifenow.org and check it out for yourself.
What a great show tonight. It was a pleasure hosting with you, Krista, my survivor sister.
Oh, it's a pleasure to host with you also, my friend. But before we close out, we have to send out a special thanks to our sponsors.
Yes, we do. So we want to give a big shout out to Marianne, the raffle queen.
Katie, the photographer.
We want to thank the Glam team for helping the models look so beautiful.
Our virtual sponsors, our virtual raffle sponsors, and we cannot forget Rochelle, who brought it all together with these beautiful outfits for the men and women who strutted their stuff down that runway.
So it was important for me to be here today because the truth of the matter is we've all been through something in life, and I wanted to give my time, some of my clothes, and just meet new friends. These people are overcomers, they're survivors, and so I'm encouraged just to be here today to help them, to help build their self-esteem and their confidence.
And now we have a special message from our organizers.
So listen, the host already said everything that I think needed to be said, but we could not leave without thanking each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. We know these are different times, and we're so excited that you joined us from the comfort of your homes to tune in to tonight's fashion show.
Absolutely. I mean, this year's show obviously was a lot different from past years, but we couldn't do it without the people who come and buy a ticket and show support for the models, all of whom are so brave to come out as survivors and model these clothes. And couldn't do it without you, and we're so glad that you were there for us, even though things are a little bit different this year.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to everybody who bought a ticket. Every year when we've done this show, at the end of the show, somebody has always come up to Laverne at the end of the show and told someone for the first time that they too were a survivor.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, every single year, someone has found Laverne and told their story for the first time and gone down the path to healing and got access to resources they didn't know existed. Tonight, you can't approach her in person, but you can find her at lovelifenow.org.
Yeah.
And if you are somebody watching this who is inspired to start your own journey of healing, please reach out.
Yeah, you can do that by calling or texting. We now have the ability to text to chat. So you can call us at 888-556-9876. That's 888-LLN-9876. And call, reach out. You are not alone, brother and sister. This is something that is not easy for any of us. But again, joining us virtually, we hope you took in the messages of awareness that everyone had to share tonight, which was really important. And I think that's what, again, continues to make this show so unique, is that, you know, it's not just wearing clothes, beautiful clothes from New Destiny Fashions. It is also about really letting people understand that you are not alone and you have the ability to really rise above everything that's happened to you. You are not what happened to you. So thank you again. Do you want to talk about the raffle?
So the raffles will be tomorrow on the Love Life Now Facebook page. If you haven't liked Love Life Now on Facebook yet, please go do so. Tomorrow we'll be live at 1 p.m. pulling all the raffle winners, and tune in to see if you won.
We want to thank you for continuing to
Love Life Now.